Hello everyone, my name is John Beach. Welcome to another video. Sorry it's been some time since I did another video. Oh, maybe it's the trauma, I don't know. This is me analysing megalophobic images part 2. Thanks to everyone who wrote a comment and said make another video. I really fucking appreciate that. I didn't really expect to get like any love for the last one. It was just a bit of fun. Yeah, like I'm a big megalophobic. I'm a big weirdo in general, like anything freaky, like I'm into, especially megalophobic stuff, big statues specifically. And there was a lot, yeah, there was a bit of love for the last video, so let's do another one. Thanks to D's something, what's your name? Someone put a link in the video and said do this one. This is megalophobia images with dark water. Brackets, the fear of large things. And it's, I don't know, everyone's like, yeah, watch this. So let's do that. We're going to do the same thing as last time. We're going to look at the pictures and we're going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 based on how triggering they are. Thing to point out, I am drunk, very drunk, maybe even 7 out of 10 drunk. So these are going to hit me hard. Like there's no censorship here. There's no weird shit. It's just me looking at the pictures and telling you what I think. And I can tell by the first frame it's going to be horrific because it's got one of my worst things ever in it, which is the Christ the Redeemer, which is one of my worst things ever. Like I wouldn't go to near that statue. I've seen videos of people like going inside that statue and going into its head and getting onto its head, and you know, it's just fucking horrendous. That, I mean, big statues are my worst thing. So if there's more big statues in this, I already know Christ the Redeemer, so that is probably Christ the Redeemer. I'm going to say maybe it's as high as like an 8 out of 10 on the fear scale, 1 being like an ant, 10 being the thing that was on the back of the last video, the thing in China, which is just the worst statue ever. 10, absolute 10. So let's see what's up. Let's see how bad this is. D's Nuts, I think your name is. Thanks for the video recommendation. If anyone's got any recommendations for things they want me to look at and freak out, I'm fucking scared of a lot of stuff. I'm not even joking. So just let me know. Megalophobia is a recent one that I've realised that I'm scared of. So this is the only reason why I'm doing these, is because I'm like, want to test myself more than anything. Alright, let's do it. Hopefully you can hear me alright. I'm too drunk to sort of set my own setup alright, but let's do it. Christ the Redeemer is like an 8. 7, 8. 7, 8. What's that? A mountain with a thing on. Yeah, that's quite bad, but it's not man-made, so I wouldn't be, what is that, a mountain with some sort of weird natural misty phenomenon going on? That's not too bad. If I was there looking at that, that wouldn't freak me out too much. That's fine. That's about a 4 out of 10 on the fear scale. 4 or 5. Oh man, you are fucking doing me savage. You're doing me savage. That's a savage one. That's the Buddha. That's the biggest statue in the world. I believe that's a 10 out of 10. The image itself isn't that bad, but that statue is one of my biggest fears. Oh my god, look at it. Look how big it is. Anything like humanoid that's big. Look at the hands. I don't know what it is. Try and explain it. It's like, imagine that came to life and started stomping around. Or imagine you teleported now to the top of its head. Oh my god. Fucking hell, man. Horrendous thoughts. Horrendous scenes. 10. Well, no, let's not go 10. Let's remember what the 10 is. The 10 is the picture from the last video. That as an image, that's that. Well, as an image, that's not that bad. That is like a 9 as an image. That is horrendous. Fucking hell. It's not as bad as the image before of the big white statue with the bloke on the moped. That's not as bad. That is still bad, to be fair. Maybe it's on a par. It's a 9 or a 10. It's bad. I don't even want to look at it. Horrendous. Oh, what's that? Big cloud. Mate, do you know what? That is quite bad. That is actually worse than... It's only because it's not solid. It's like, doesn't bother me. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's only because I know that that is gas. If that was a solid mass appearing in the sky, like Independence Day, it would be worse. I know that that is just a cloud of gas and it's not a solid thing. I know that sounds weird, but it is quite bad. But only because I'm imagining what it could be, not what it actually is. So that gets about a 6. That is still quite horrific. If that was a solid mass, if this was a solid mass of like metal or something, oh my god, fucking worst thing ever. Because that is colossal, isn't it? That is just like, it's like everyone would be able to see that for miles. Yeah, that is a bad one. I'm going to give that, giving what it is basically a big cloud, I'll give it a 6. This is worse than the one before. This is the worst than the last video so far. That is bad. What is that? That's not too bad. I don't mind things that are like, what is that, a statue or something, or some sort of sculpture? Like, I don't mind things that that's too small to be scary. Do you know what I mean? That's too small to be triggering or freaky. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. That's like a 2 or a 3. Oh my god, we're 30 seconds in and there's 7 minutes of fucking pictures, you sadistic bastard. What's that? What is that? That could be bad, but I can't tell the scale of it. Big plinth. I don't get the sense that that's that big, so fine, pretty much. By the way, I am drunk. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, but I am drunk. What's that? Big tree. Yeah, the big tree is quite bad. Again, but it's a natural thing, so it's like, it's not that bad. It's more the man-made things that really bother me. I wouldn't like standing next to that, don't get me wrong, because I'd want to look up and it would make me feel like I wanted to lie down on the ground, so it's still quite bad, but that's not, as an image, that's not too bad. That's fine. Oh my god, fucking horrendous. What the fuck is that? A massive, like, Odin statue or something? Yeah, that is horrendous. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be near that. Oh my god, that is fucking horrific. I've never seen that one before. Imagine, it's just like, imagine being here or like on this, like looking up at it. That is a really savage one. It's like, imagine being in this bar, like, and then like you look over, it's like the perspective really bothers me. So like, say you're in this little bar here with like the little red, these little bodegas down here, right? You're having a like little drink with a little bit of, you know, having a margarita with your date or whatever. And then rather than looking up at like some just normal sky, you see that, but from a different perspective. It would just tower over you with its horrible face. How do they even make these things? Oh my god, that is fucking horrendous. Yeah, that is a bad one. That is a bad one. That's an... It's not too bad that I can't look at it. So I'm going to give it an 8, but it is quite bad. It's on the upper... It's in the like god tier of horrible things. Jesus, these are bad so far. These are quite bad so far. These really are like for the megalophobics, aren't they? These are bad. Clouds, fine. That is a bit humanoid. I see where they've put that in because this looks like a teddy bear, doesn't it? There's your ears. There's your... Yeah, that is quite... If that was real, if it was like a solid mass or a big thing that wasn't just incidentally like a cloud, that would be worse. Do you see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? If it was like, if they'd made that out of concrete, oh my Jesus shitting God, that would be one of the worst ones ever. But because I know it's not man-made and solid, it's like not that bad. So I haven't marked it. 4, 5. Mount Rushmore, not ideal, but because it's not, these aren't to scale. These faces, I know Mount Rushmore, so these faces aren't, they don't have bodies. If they were to scale with bodies to match, the worst thing ever imaginable. If they, oh my God, I don't even want to describe it or even imagine it, but imagine that had a body to go with it that was the size that it should be. So say, I don't even know who's on Mount Rushmore. I apologize. I don't know who these people are by name. I'm afraid. I live in Britain. I don't know. And I'm ill-educated. But let's say that this person's, say, 6'2", and that was to scale with his head like that. And they built a whole 6'2". Oh my God. Horrendous, the worst thing ever. As it stands, they're not that bad because they don't tower over you, but they do, but they're not to scale. It sounds weird, but I know what I'm talking about. I know what's bad and what isn't bad. There's 7 minutes to go. Oh my God, 6 minutes now. Oh, Mount Rushmore, 4 out of 10. What the fucking hell is that? That's fake. That has to be fake. That has to be fake. What is that, LA or somewhere? That looks like LA or somewhere. That's not real. That's not real. What is that? That's not real. It's not real. It's a mock-up. Someone's made that up, so it's not as bad. But if that was real, 10. 10. Because you've got to imagine the scale. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, that is bad. Why do people do this shit? Why do they make these things? That isn't real. Of course it's not real. It'd be all over the news if it was real. So it doesn't trigger me as much. But imagine you're like living down here in one of these little fucking villages. The scale of things fucks me. If that was real, 10. As an image, I know that it's not real. It could be worse. They could make worse images, but that is still pretty bad. I'm going to say 7. 6 or 7. What's that? A giant Fabergé egg or something? Big Easter. That is quite bad. That is quite bad. I can't get a measure of the sort of scale. Is that real? Someone just let me know if these are real or not, because I don't really know if they're real or not. That is... Jesus fucking Christ. It would make me sick to be near it. A big egg like that. That would be savage, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not playing. That would be bad. but I don't know what that is. It doesn't look real to me. It looks mocked up. But if that was real, I would imagine being on it. It sounds really weird to explain, but imagine being on that here. Oh my fucking god! And the world just seems so small beneath you. Like, it's like a scale. Yeah, that is bad. That is actually really bad. That's a 7. I'm gonna give that a 7. Felices Pascuas Miramar 2019. 2 blokes next to a giant egg. Easy. It's inside. No problems here. I'm not particularly fond of it, but don't get me wrong, it's not that bad. 3 out of 10. 10. 10, whatever this is. I don't even think I can look at that. What is that? Is that real? Oh my god, that is horrendous. You fucking sick bastard. 10. I can't even look at it. I know exactly what it is. A 10. I can't, because I'll imagine it when I'm in bed at night. 10. A 10. We know this one already. Oh my god, it's doing me dirty, mate. 10 again. 10. Right, normal. Again, horrendous. Maybe that's a 10 as well. Oh my god. These are all fucking horrendous. That's a 10. Is that an eye? What the fuck is that? Is that normal? Is that real? I don't like that one either. Oh my god. 10. 10. If that was an eye, this is... I suspect this has been mocked up so I can look at this. Jesus, imagine that was a real eye looking at you. Oh my god, yeah. 9. Let's say 9. Let's go back at 9. Big sunset, fine. 3. That's a sunset, isn't it? Yeah. Not to be underestimated, but it is bad. It is bad, but it's not, man, it's too far away to be touched or interacted with. That's the sun, isn't it? So that's fine. That's fine. 3 or 4. It is still quite bad though. What's that? That just looks too mocked up to me. But things in the sea are quite bad. Big things in the sea too. It just looks too artificial. What's that? A big dome. It's too grainy, and this just isn't that bad. If it was real, bad. There's a picture, not that bad. Horrendous, whatever this is. Horrendous. I don't know what that is. That's not a statue that exists. But yeah, that is quite bad. That is bad. That's a 9, maybe 8 or a 9 at least. Because I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. Savage. What have we got here? Some sort of solar flare, fine, because it's not solid, it's just a gas or light emission, fine. No bother. Big pumpkin man. Easy. 2 or 3. Easy. Not bothered by that. Oh god. What's that? Big thing on the floor. Fine, because it's not tall. It doesn't induce vertigo. So you could be walking down here. You could be walking along this little path or whatever. It doesn't induce vertigo, does it? But it is big. But it's more the things that induce a sort of like, oh my god, I know it can see me wherever I am sort of vibe. Whereas that is like, if that was standing up, it'd be worse. 2 or 3, 4, 4. Big Mickey Mouse. What's that from? That's amazing, that picture. God, it doesn't freak me out to look at it, but it's a good picture, man. I don't know what that's from. if the Mickey Mouse started moving, or if it was, see, the running theme will be much like the rest of these things. If that was to scale standing up, it would be way worse. That's not a great image. I'm going to give that a 5. It is still quite bad. If it came to life, the implication in this image, these look like sort of Nazi soldiers or something with these chains or whatever. That looks like it would come to life, or something that they've chained it to life. So the idea of it being alive and standing up and going around is pretty bad. Yeah, 5. What's that? Mickey Mouse head, fine. Doesn't bother me. That's bad, whatever that is. That's like Saturn's rings, but again, this is like mocked up, isn't it? That's not real. Maybe it is real, I don't know. Not too bad. I know that's been mocked up. That looks like it's been mocked up for Photoshop. Saturn from afar, bad. Maybe an 8, 7 or an 8. Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Yeah, is that real? It can't be real. We've never seen Saturn that close, have we? Bad. If Saturn was that close to us, bad. That looks like Jupiter or something. I saw this film called Melancholia, which is one of my most feared things ever, which is another planet like coming to fucking collide with us. That reminds me of that. And it's not too bad to... Oh, maybe it is a bit bad to look at, I don't know. Again, because you're drunk, you have a sort of like air of confidence. With the... In a sober world, that image might freak me out a little bit more than what it does, just because the actual idea of that happening is so terrifying. I think... Fucking hell. 6 or 7. Not too bad. If it happened in real life, horrendous. I just know that that's a mock-up. I know that that's been mocked up, so... I know it's not a real image, so it's good. 6 or 7. It is bad, don't get me wrong. More planets. Again, I mean, if that was real, Jesus fuck me Christ, you would have to fucking put me in bed with a fucking sack on my head and just put me in a coma. If that was actually real, you'd have to like put me to sleep, because I wouldn't be able to think straight. If something that big was near the earth or in the sky where everyone could see it, it would just be horrendous. One of the worst things ever. That is, as an image, that is bad, but I know it's not real, so again, I can only give it a 6 or a 7, but it is quite bad. Solar flares, or rainbows, are they? Fine. 2, 3, doesn't bother me. It's just light, it's not solid, it's not... Big horse heads. These are quite famous. I think they're real. They don't bother me, but that much. They're quite bad. You'd think because, oh, John doesn't like statues or whatever, he would be really bothered by these horse heads, but I'm really not. For the simple fact that they're not, it's only their heads. If it was their full thing. Cheers. Then it would be worse, but they're not. Those aren't that bad. 4 or 5. They're quite bad. They're not that bad. I wouldn't go near them. Don't get me wrong. Big. What's that? Where's that? That's quite bad. What is that? Like a Lord of the Rings thing or something? Yeah. It's not that triggering. But it is a big statue that is to scale, so I wouldn't be comfortable being near it as an image. It's not that bad. It is quite bad. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. 10. It's absolute 10. I wouldn't go anywhere near them. 10 out of 10. It's the Buddha's. Horrendous. 10 out of 10. This is quite bad as well, because I know that's real, and I wouldn't go near that, because I would imagine myself being at the top of it. 8, maybe 7, 8 out of 10. Don't like looking at that. I can't tell what that is. One big Mario. Don't know. I can't tell. Easy. Fuck is that? A really tall face. Again, if it was in scale with a body, 10 out of 10. If not, as it stands, maybe a 6. It's not ideal. I don't like that at all, actually. That's not that bad. This video likes big things that are clouds. Oh my Jesus Christ. If that was a real teddy bear in the sky, oh my God, 20 out of 10. Given the fact that it's a cloud and someone's like, look at that, it looks like a teddy bear. Oh my God, imagine if it was real. 20 out of 10. I'd be sick if I saw it. I'd like puke. I'd go and puke. I know that it's just clouds, so like honestly guys, I can't give that more than a what did I give the last clouds? Whatever I gave the last clouds, it is horrendous. It's a horrendous idea. That's fine, because that's not, you can go and sit in there. It only looks bad from the sky. 2, 3. If that was a real thing, a big squid thing coming from the earth, 50 billion out of 10. Given that I know that it's a piece of, oh my God, even as a piece of imagery, that's bad. Actually, I can't look at that one. That's a 9. That is a 9. That's a bad one. Jesus fucking Christ, that's a bad one. I'm just waiting for it to change. Yeah, it's a bad one. I just know it's not real. Mickey Mouse from the sky, fine. 2 or 3. Big rubber duck. Yeah, that's okay, because it's not taller than this skyscraper. It's like in scale, isn't it? Ooh. Big colossal thing in the sky. That might even be real. I don't know if that's real or not. If anyone knows whether some of these pictures are real, let me know. Don't go, oh man, to scale as well, because you can see a little bit of like where the humans live down here. That is so apocalyptic, isn't it? Fucking hell, that's a bad one. Because that looks real, doesn't it? That might even be real. It might be like the beginnings of a tornado or something. But because it's gas, oh, I don't know actually. It is scary. 8. 8. No, I'm not even going to try and be brave. That is an 8. Horrendous. Horrendous. 9 at least. Maybe 10. Can't look at it. So 9. Horrendous. I've just seen the baby on top of the sword. 10. Clouds. Fine. 2 or 3. This is a lame one. Big eye. Again, it's a question of scale. If that was a part of a thing that was to scale, that was in the sky like a statue, 50 out of 10. That as an image, I would go near that eye, although I wouldn't particularly be comfortable with it. You get my drift. This is a long video, man, with lots of horrible things in. Fucking hell. What is that? Lego Man. Easy. 2 or 3. Big frog. Quite bad, actually. Just think about the big frog. Yeah, maybe that's quite bad actually. 6, 7? 7? Yeah, this is quite bad. Big man-made objects. A guy there to scale to see how horrific it is. Is that real? Where the fuck is that? And who lives on there or who works on there? Savage. But not as bad as the statues. It doesn't resemble anything, so... Seven. You have to give that a 7. It's quite a bad one. Parachutes we did in the last video, horrendous. If it was to scale and the image was zoomed out, way worse. The big eye in the sea, horrendous. I'm upgrading the eye in the sea to a 10. I can't remember what I said last time, but that is one of the worst. That might even be worse than the white. That might be the worst image in the whole set that I've done. I still think about that image now. I'm not even looking at it, even though it seems like I am. I'm actively avoiding looking at that. I'm upgrading the eye in the sea because I didn't realise what it was on the last video. The eye in the sea is the worst image ever. So it gets maximum marks. It gets 10 out of 10. I can't even look at it. I'm waiting for it to flick off. Big dog statue. Not too bad for some reason. I don't know why. Sequins. I don't know. It's not that tall, is it? So 6 out of 10. It is quite bad. Don't get me wrong. Don't like it. That's fine. I don't know the fun bit. That's just a rabbit sculpture. Fine. No idea on the sculpture. That's easy peasy. 2 or 3 for the last 2. Easy. Big building. Is that Disneyland? Easy. 2 or 3. These. Eight, 7, 8 out of 10. It's a big Sonic. See, big anything freaks me out. This must be Japan or somewhere. They've made a massive Sonic and perched him on the edge of a building. I don't know what that's like to scale. I don't know how bad that was. Left to my imagination, that's an easy 8 or a 9, because I would imagine being on these fingers or being on the nose, and if people can stand up on that nose, horrendous. Maybe an easy 9. As an image, not too bad. I can't see the scale, and also how the fuck did they make it? This is the thing that really is just like, who makes these things and how? That's horrendous. And I love Sonic. Big Peach thing, fine. Big Mickey, made out of plants, fine. That doesn't bother me. Big cats, who could complain? Everyone loves cats, especially me. Ooh, that's quite bad. That's quite bad. Where the fuck is that and what is that? I wouldn't like to be near that. What is that and where is that? I'd need to know context of what that is. That's obviously some sort of like, oh my god, I spilled my beer. Animatronic model. That is horrendous, like a whale. That's bad. That's one of the worst ones. But not in the way that I was expecting. I wouldn't like to be near that at all. I'm going to give that no, it's not as much as a 9. 7. Strong 7. Big squid in the sky. Jesus Christ. 10. Even as an image, even though I know that's not real, that is horrendous. 10. Can't even look at it. Can't look at that. What's that? Big swamp thing kind of vibe under the motorway. Yeah, it's quite bad. Not that bad. 6 out of 10. Is that real? Oh my fucking god, where are the people? Yeah, can't look at that. 10. That's a 10. That is a serious 10. Can't look at it. Get off. Get off 10. Big lobster. That's not that bad. It's not tall enough to be scary. 3, 2 or 3. No, worse. I've seen this big shit before. That might even be upgraded. That might be upgraded. From the last video, that might get an upgrade. I can't remember what I gave it last time. Whatever I gave it last time, it's upgraded by at least 1 point, because that is quite bad, actually. Because you imagine that being in the sea, and just the scale. This human for scale is needed on all these videos. If some of those pictures had human for scale with an arrow on them, they'd be way worse than what they were. But they'd maybe even go up a mark. But because on some of them I can't tell the sort of scale of things. Some of them I know, I look at and I know they're real, and I know that what a human would be. Fucking hell. Is there any more? That's easy. 2 or 3. Fine, doesn't bother me at all. I don't know why. And that's it. That's the end of the video. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, God, thanks D's Nuts for that fucking traumatic fucking episode. That was a long time. We've gone 36 minutes. Thanks to everyone who watched. If you did watch, I've been John Beach. This has been more drunk megalophobic analysis. I think we yet to hit the jackpot on like some of them are easy 10s. I mean that was worse than the one before. If anyone like has something they want me to analyze or look at, I've got plenty of phobias. Megalophobia is a new one. I'm scared of clowns, spiders, heights I'm not too bad on. Clowns and spiders, moths, all sorts of shit. But megalophobia is my main one at the moment. Not gonna lie, that video was bad. There's more images in my brain now that didn't need to be there. Oh my fucking God, you bastards. Anyway, if there's something you would like me to analyse, give me a shout. You know where to drop the comments. Thanks to everyone who watched the last video. Thanks to everyone who watched this video. Give me a shout. You know I love you. Sorry for the long time between videos, and I hope you're good. Let me know what's up. See you in the comments. See you later. Bye.